Breaking news. Drama in the tribunal as Peter Obi got sued for election rigging. Shocking turn of events at presidential tribunal as witness alleges Peter Obi's involvement in rigging. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has been accused of rigging out the People's Democratic Party's (PDP) presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar in the presidential polls in Anambra State. Ndubisi Nwobu, a witness of Atiku, disclosed to the tribunal on Wednesday, June 7, that the presidential election in Anambra State was marred with many electoral malpractices. The witness, the chairman of the Anambra chapter of the PDP, said he was forced to sign result sheets while noting that the presiding officers did not upload election results. As earlier reported, Peter Obi dominated the presidential polls in Anambra, polling 584,621 votes as against Atiku, who polled 9,036 votes, and Bola Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress (APC) polled 5,111 votes. He based his testimony on the premise that he visited 30 polling units out of the 4,720 polling units in the state on election day. Nwobu said, "I signed the result sheet when it was obvious that without signing, a copy would not be made available to me," Nwobu said. Results were entered at polling units. But every effort made to get the presiding officer to upload it on IREV proved abortive. Nwobu also testified that the results sheets were duly signed by agents of the PDP before it was moved to the collation center. He noted that there began to be inconsistencies in the election results when it was moved to the collation centers at the ward level. Nwobu said, "They were taken to the collation center at the ward level. That is where magic started happening. There were problems at the polling units with presiding officers." Nwobu also testified that the situation got heated and had to intercede to prevent an assault on officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). According to reports, Nwobu is the 11th witness that has testified before jurors since the beginning of the tribunal. However, both PDP and its witness, Ndubisi Nwobu, have openly denied ever making such allegations against Peter Obi. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, and the Atiku Okawa presidential campaign organization has disowned statement credited to it in the media that its witness, Chief Ndubisi Nwobu, said Peter Obi rigged the presidential election against the party at the ongoing Presidential Election Tribunal, PET. In a statement, Uloka Chibuke, Deputy Director Media and Publicity, Atiku Okawa Presidential Campaign Committee, Anambra State, described the media report as fake, total falsehood and wickedness. The tribunal went further to ask Chief Nwobu who won the election in Anambra State. He responded explicitly that the Labour Party won the presidential election in the state and that his party is not in court with the Labour Party but with INEC, having reneged on her own guidelines. While we call on unsuspecting members of the public to kindly disregard the fake news that Chief Ndubisi Nwobu accused Peter Obi of rigging the presidential elections. This is not only falsehood, wickedness, and devilishness, but also a deliberate attempt by a few innuendos to discredit and blackmail Chief Nwobu's person. The PDP said it did not file any petition against Labour Party at the PET and wonders where the report could have emanated from. "We wish to state unequivocally and for the record that the People's Democratic Party, PDP, did not file a petition against the Labour Party, nor did the PDP name the Labour Party as a respondent in her suits at the ongoing presidential election petition court. Rather, our petitions are against the All Progressives Congress Party (APC) and the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC). Chief Ndubisi Nwobu was at the tribunal on the 7th day of June, 2023, as the 11th witness of he, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, GCON, and the People's Democratic Party (PDP), to testify against INEC's refusal to adhere to its own election guidelines, which state that polling unit results are to be electronically transmitted with the Bimodal Voter Accreditation System (BVAS) directly and in real time to the IREV portal. Chief Ndubisi Nwobu did not, by any means or disguise, state that Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, rigged the presidential election in Anambra State or anywhere else. The tribunal went further to ask Chief Nwobu, who won the election in Anambra State. He responded explicitly that the Labour Party won the presidential election in the state and that his party is not in court with the Labour Party but with INEC, having reneged on her own guidelines. While we call on unsuspecting members of the public to kindly disregard the fake news that Chief Ndubisi Nwobu accused Peter Obi of rigging the presidential elections in Anambra State, we also wish to warn online bloggers against patronizing stories with sensational headlines without proper investigations, as expected by journalists and all news merchants. The PD Panda Atiku Abubakar, GCON, its presidential candidate, are determined to present all evidence against INEC and the All Progressives Congress Party to convince the Presidential Election Petition Court that the mandate willingly given to Atiku Abubakar by the majority of Nigerians was wrongly appropriated and that such matters must be addressed to retrieve the mandate from the APC. Those wishing to divert attention, frame and defame innocent individuals should desist or face the consequences of their actions. P.S. Attached documents are the statement on oath of Chief Ndubisi Nwobu as a witness for Atiku Abubakar and the PDP at the tribunal. Uloka Chibuke Deputy Director Media and Publicity, Atiku Okawa Presidential Campaign Committee Anambra State.